Good morning. I'm Steve Meeker, Vice President for University Advancement. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 185th Commencement Ceremony at Black Hills State University. Please rise for the presentation of colors by the BHSU ROTC Color Guard. Today's ceremony is led by Miss Marissa Danforth, Student Senate President and graduating senior. Joining her are participants in today's commencement ceremony and platform party guests, including President Lori Nichols and Regent Jeff Partridge. Also represented are members of the Black Hills State University Administration, the Council of Deans, and Faculty Senate. Members of the esteemed faculty of Black Hills State University representing the College of Business and Natural Sciences, the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, and the College of Liberal Arts, led by Dr. Erla Marcus, Director of American Indian Studies. And now, it is my pleasure to present the graduates from the class of 2023. Candidates for the master's degree led by Dr. Ryan Amies, Graduate Coordinator for the Masters in Secondary Education. Also led by Mr. Randall Doran, Instructor of Mathematics. University Honors Program graduates led by Dr. Katrina Jensen, Director of University Honors. Candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Business and Natural Sciences, led by Mr. Christopher Wardell, Instructor of Accounting. Also led by Dr. Daniel Asunskis, Associate Professor of Chemistry and Chair of the School of Natural Sciences, and Dr. Jane Klug, Dean of Students. Candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, led by Dr. Amelia Flint, Professor of Psychology and Chair of the School of Behavioral Sciences. Also led by Dr. Brian Eberhardt, Associate Professor of Education and Graduate Coordinator for Curriculum and Instruction. Candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Liberal Arts, led by Miss Gina Gibson, Professor of Digital Communication and Chair of the School of Arts and Humanities. Also led by Dr. Nicholas Drummond, Associate Professor of Political Science and Acting Chair of the School of Mathematics and Social Sciences. Candidates for the associate's degree, led by Dr. Mary Fleury, Assistant Professor of Special Education. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by the BHSU Commencement Wind Ensemble. We remind all in attendance that proper respect is to face the flag and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Men should remove their hat or cap. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may also salute the flag. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, on the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the president of Black Hills State University, Dr. Lori Nichols.
Good morning and welcome. It is wonderful to have you all here with us this morning. It is now my honor to introduce the members of the platform party. I would ask that you stand for a moment when I call your name, and audience, please hold your applause to the end. Regent Jeff Partridge is our representative from the South Dakota Board of Regents. Dr. John Kilpinen serves as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Amy Fuqua is our Interim Associate Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies. Mr. Justin Varland is a 2002 Black Hills State University alumnus and this year's commencement speaker. Mr. Joe Floyd is our honorary doctorate recipient. Joe, could you give a wave to the audience down on the floor? There he is. Dr. Cynthia Anderson is interim dean of the College of Business and Natural Sciences. Dr. Betsy Silva serves as Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. Mr. Dalis Seward is Acting Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Miss April Meeker is our Registrar, and Mr. Steve Meeker serves as Vice President for University Advancement. Captain John Lundeen is Assistant Professor of Military Science. Dr. David Crawford is Professor Emeritus of Accounting. Dr. Nancy Roberts is our Faculty Senate President, and Miss Marissa Danforth is the Student Senate President and a member of this year's graduating class. Would you help me in welcoming our stage party? We are so honored today to have the class of 1973 joining us. It's their 50th anniversary from graduating from Black Hills State University, and I would like to introduce them to you. And again, when I call your name, if you would just briefly stand and hold your applause to the end, audience. Elizabeth Beth Benning is from Spearfish. Marcia Martin Barrett is from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Eileen Salmo Bruner is from Pierre. Susan Whitney Callahan is from Rapid City. Rebecca Sagan Fisher is from Rapid City. Catherine Holland Hefner is from Reno, Nevada. Peggy Welsh Howard is from Sundance, Wyoming. Susan Hawks Jones is from Blackhawk. K.S. Jorgensen is from Spearfish. Kathy Wilson Knutson is from Hettinger, North Dakota. Joy Jones Krasik is from Windsor, Colorado. Claire Johnson O'Neill is from Spearfish. Ellen Painter Polsek is from Spearfish. Tom N. Rowick is from Spearfish. Coral Thorson Sand is from Spearfish. Mel J. Sanders is from Gillette, Wyoming. Joe M. Sirocco is from Spearfish. Bob J. Templeton is from Ree Heights. And Michael C. Walter is from Buffalo, Wyoming. Would you help me in welcoming back the class of 1973? Thank you so much for being here. Graduates, it is so great to see you sitting out in the audience, and now it is an appropriate time to recognize a group who have really been your partners in this journey we call college. They've provided mentorship to you. I know they have encouraged you. They probably have prodded you as you completed your coursework. And so I'm going to ask the faculty if you would stand and actually turn around and face the graduates. So faculty, stand up and turn so you can see the graduates. And graduates, would you mind helping me in thanking our faculty for all they have done for you? Thank you, faculty, for being here, and thank you for all you have done to help these graduates complete their degree. Well, congratulations, graduates. Your day has arrived. Today you become a college graduate, where you join about 1/3 of all adults in the United States who hold a bachelor's degree or more. Your degree will open doors of opportunities that, quite frankly, you can't even quite imagine today. It certainly did for me, and I know it will for you as well. I am so excited for your future and all the possibilities you will realize. Becoming a college graduate is a distinction in our society that sets you apart from many others, and that distinction comes because our society values education. Evidence suggests that college graduates are not only highly employable, but they also enrich the civic and the economic life of their communities as they volunteer, provide community leadership, or make philanthropic contributions. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful tool which you can use to change the world. Today, with a degree in hand, your ability to make our world a better place becomes greater. As hard as you have worked on earning this degree, we all know you did not get there alone. Your family has been a great source of support to you throughout your college years. And in a reciprocal fashion, your achievement has provided inspiration and hope to your family. Today, they are here to celebrate with you, and I know as you walk across the stage in just a little bit, they will be bursting with pride. They love you. You matter to them. So, graduates, now I'm going to ask you if you would stand up. And would you look around and see if you can find your family? And would you help me in thanking them for all they have done for you? So stand up, graduates. Let's thank your family. Thank you, graduates. You may be seated. Thank you, families, for being here with us today to celebrate as well. Graduates, there are 2 words that are commonly used on days like today. One is graduation, and the other is commencement. Graduation signifies the end, the finish line. It celebrates the fact that you have successfully completed this phase of your education and brings closure to this chapter of your life. Graduation says, woohoo, we're done. Commencement, on the other hand, signifies the starting gate, the beginning of a new life. It says that you're transitioning from the past to the future. Commencement celebrates that the best part of your life is ahead of you. Both terms are most appropriate today, and both are really meaningful. But today, I choose to leave you with my congratulations on your commencement, on your beginning. Your future is bright. You have ability, passion, and commitment to make a difference. And as Yellow Jackets, graduates of this great university, I know wherever you go, you will carry your alma mater with you, and you will represent us well. Congratulations, graduates, on commencement, on all the bright and beautiful possibilities that lie ahead for you. Congratulations. As part of today's ceremony, we're pleased to recognize Mr. Joe H. Floyd with the awarding of an Honorary Doctorate of Public Service. The Honorary Doctorate is the highest honor bestowed by the South Dakota Board of Regents and the universities. Recipients have distinguished themselves through outstanding service and exemplary achievements within their fields of endeavor. Dr. Kilpanen, please join me for the presentation of the award.
Joe Floyd was a cable TV pioneer for his instrumental role in guiding the construction and purchase of cable systems in South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, and western Minnesota. He was the chief operating officer at Midco in charge of a diverse portfolio of holdings, including broadcast TV and radio, movie theaters, cable television, real estate, and many smaller businesses. He later became president and chief operations officer and led the entire business until his retirement in 2001. The tremendous appreciation of the importance of education from Joe and his late wife, Elaine, has extended beyond their own family and led to a continuing commitment to finding ways to encourage students of all ages to advance their education. Joe and Elaine provided financial support for many educational programs, including 8 concurrent full-ride scholarships at Black Hills State University. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in congratulating Mr. Floyd and help me welcome him to the podium to the right where he will speak to us.
I'd like to thank the South Dakota Board of Regents, Lori Nichols, this fine university, for such an honor. And then I'd like to say congratulations to the graduates. I remember the day I saw my name on the list of graduations at engineering school, and boy, what a relief. I suppose the reason that I'm here is the effort that we've had on a scholarship that is now part of the rodeo organization. My wife, Elaine, loved this school like you would never believe. She attended in about 1954 to receive a certificate so you could teach in a one-room school. Back in the early 30s, South Dakota decided that education for 1st to 8th grade would be the responsibility of the individual counties in South Dakota. As a result, one-room schools were popping up all over the state. And Black Hills Teachers College put together a program to certify teachers for these schools. When Elaine completed Dupree High School and came to the university here, it was about 1954. And by that time, improved roads and transportation and the lack of good state funding was causing consolidation of schools, and so a lot of one-room schoolhouses in South Dakota were running empty. However, Ziebach County decided that they would double down to serve the homestead ranchers on the reservation. So they moved their school from down south of Lantry up to a town just east of Lantry and built a new school, built a nice corral for the horses because all the students rode horses to school. And who else to run the school would be a recent graduate of Black Hills and also part of a homestead rancher family in the county. So Lane was a school marm at Ziebach County School. And from there you have to kind of go to the history book of Ziebach County. And each year they show the number of students she had, the cost of running the school, and how many graduates completed. For years, Elaine would take me to various places out west, and because I was actually a city kid, marrying a country girl, and she would introduce me to a lot of her friends. In fact, I met the mayor of Dupree, who proudly announced he was one of her students. Later, Elaine really wanted to establish a scholarship here at the university, and we worked with Steve to put one together. It was designed to have the opportunity to go here for girls from farm and ranch backgrounds, as Elaine had come. We found out later that that was discriminatory and it had to be an athletic scholarship. So we decided to recruit young girls who would be on the rodeo team. In fact, 2 of your graduates are not here. They're off defending the reputation of this school at a rodeo down in Lincoln, Nebraska. Once the scholarship was established, they became Elaine's girls. She took a deep personal interest in them and their families and encouraged them to complete their work here. It was a real challenge to watch her keep track of these young girls, because she all wanted them to be highly successful, which they have been. Even after Elaine passed away, I still get cards and letters and every month from graduates having children, getting married, and all kinds of activities. I think the most prophetic thing I can remember is we were out here about the second time for some kind of a meeting. Elaine was meeting with her girls, and on the way home, she says, "Joe, you know, someday we're going to have a woman governor in this state, and she's going to come from a farm or ranch, and I'll bet she probably started out in a one-room school." She did not live long enough to see that day. Thank you very much for this very prestigious award. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to ask Dr. John Kilpinen to present the faculty who are retiring.
As a part of today's ceremony, it's fitting that we recognize the faculty who are retiring. Black Hills State University wishes to express its sincere appreciation for their years of dedicated and distinguished service to the students, the university, the community, and their professions. We're sad to see them leave, but pleased to announce the awarding of emeritus status. Dr. Betsy Silva, will you please join President Nichols on the lower stage? Dr. Betsy Silva, Dean and Associate Professor of Education in the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, will retire from Black Hills State University on June 21st of this year, after 31 years of dedicated and distinguished service. Dean Silva has served in multiple leadership roles, including Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, Chair of the School of Education, and Department Chair for Physical Education. Additionally, Dr. Silva has served as the Assessment Coordinator for the School of Education for almost 20 years, leading the school through 2 accreditation visits that resulted in national accreditation from the National Council for Accreditation of Teacher Education and from the Council for the Accreditation of Education Preparation. Black Hills State University wishes to express its appreciation to Dr. Silva for her years of faithful and dedicated service. Therefore, be it resolved that henceforth Dr. Betsy Silva will carry the title of Associate Professor Emeritus. Dr. David Crawford, will you please join President Nichols on the lower stage? Dr. David Crawford, professor of accounting in the College of Business and Natural Sciences, will retire from Black Hills State University on August 21st of this year after 14 years of distinguished service. He has served the School of Business as the Accounting Undergraduate Program Coordinator and teaches courses in accounting and auditing. He served 11 years on the Faculty Senate and 6 years on the General Education Requirements Committee. Professor Crawford has maintained his certified public accountant and chartered global management accountant licenses to deliver content that is current and relevant to the CPA exam. He demonstrated dedication to his profession through scholarly presentations at American Accounting Association conferences, as well as through article publications. Black Hills State wishes to express its appreciation to Dr. Crawford for his years of faithful and dedicated service. Therefore, be it resolved that henceforth Dr. David Crawford will carry the title of Professor Emeritus.
I am pleased to introduce the Black Hills State University Commencement Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. David Berberick. Thank you so much, Wind Ensemble. Black Hills State University has a long history of supporting our military. Before continuing with our program, we would like to recognize all veterans, service members, and their spouses for their service to our nation. So I'm going to ask if you would please stand to be recognized. Would all of our veterans, all of our active military, and all spouses please stand so we can thank you for your service. Thank you. It is my pleasure to ask Captain John Lundeen to come forward for the conferring of commissions.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed was a commissioning of two of the United States Armed Forces' newest officers. Now, I'd like to invite you to join me in congratulating and thanking them, but just a moment. But first, lieutenants, it might feel awkward to receive gratitude because you're just starting out your career, but the gratitude that we're expressing is for what you've committed to, because it might not feel like it today, but there'll be times, maybe it's when you're finding yourself carrying out your military duties with a rifle in hand for your second consecutive Christmas, halfway around the world from all that you know and love. Maybe it's being held back in your civilian job in progression because of the military obligations that you volunteered for. Or maybe it's a combat deployment where you go a week at a time in a combat hostile environment, remote with no access to the outside world, just to look forward to the end of every week when you can get back to a computer, open up your email and look for a video with an attachment of seeing your kid take its first steps. Things like that. Those are specific examples, but you, I'm sad to say, will find your own examples of ways in which you will feel the weight of this commitment that you made here today. And when you feel that weight, you can look back on days like this and days when you're recognized or thanked for your service. You can think back to your family at home and to your faith. And you can look back at these things and just remember the days like today, because you can look back and say, oh, this is what they were thanking me for. And with that, you can take another breath, reassess, and keep moving forward. So ladies and gentlemen, sorry for my tangent, but if you would join me in congratulating and thanking these two for the commitment.
Thank you. After retiring from tech in 2020, Mr. Justin Farland currently serves as a business advisor to Apple Incorporated through his work with PwC. A former Apple executive with 2 decades of sales leadership and business experience in global technology leading companies, Farland more than tripled Apple's carrier enterprise business to over $8 billion annually during his tenure. Previously, the vice president of sales at Samsung Electronics, he also managed the mobility business with Sprint Nextel and worked in public relations for the Green Bay Packers. Mr. Farland has been active on multiple advisory boards and committees, including the March of Dimes, Big Brothers Big Sisters, National Humane Society, Make-A-Wish, American Heart Association, Sanford Underground Research Facility, and Sigma Tau Gamma fraternity. He earned his bachelor's degree in mass communications and commercial art from Black Hills State University in 2002. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Farland to the stage to give our charge to the graduates.
Good morning, and most importantly, this is a celebration, so let's enjoy this. Congratulations to all of you, and good morning, family, friends, graduates. It's an honor to be standing here today, and it's for 2 separate reasons. One, it's an incredible, humbling experience to be able to address all of you today, but most importantly, I'm doing it in a robe, as are all of you. It's 11 o'clock in public, and people are here. We're out in public in our robes, and they're not talking smack about us behind our backs. They're actually saying congratulations. So this is an achievement. It is not business casual, just so you know, though. 25 years ago last month, I stepped onto the campus of Black Hills State University for the very first time. I had no idea what was in store for me, other than a free weekend in the hills and to go check out my backup school. I assure you the rest of my life was not on my mind. And then I fell in love. Hopefully you've experienced love in your life. I found it here at Black Hills State, first with the school, then with my wife, then within the wonderful community of organizations that make this place so special. But most of all, it's the people. Thank you, Dr. Nichols. Thank you, Dr. Jane Klug, or as she's being known today, Paxton's mom. Thank you to my college advisors, Steve Babbitt, Steve Meeker, the Alumni Association, and so many other amazing individuals that make the sacrifices necessary for BH students like me to be successful. So what the heck do I say? It's not a normal story. I got a job with the Green Bay Packers straight out of college. More on that in a second. I jumped into mobile just as the smartphone wars were taking off and had the dubious responsibility of putting BlackBerries into the hands of every Sprint customer out there. Those of you who don't know what BlackBerry is, there's a movie coming out Friday. They used to be awesome. Ask your parents about them. When Google entered the fray, I joined Samsung, helped build the Android business across North America, only to be recruited away by Apple and do it all over again in B2B. I retired from Apple last year, and now I get to wake up every morning grateful for the series of decisions that I was able to make to create such a fortunate position where I only do what makes me proud, and it all comes back to knowing my why. Back in 2009, Simon Sinek, the author, wrote a book, Start With Why. Now, I'm guessing those of you in a cap and gown that have been at college for the last 4 years have probably heard of Simon, but he has a very simple and powerful way of looking at the world. You see, in Start With Why, he suggests that the most successful organizations and leaders share a common trait. They start with why they do what they do, not what they do or how they do it. And by changing the order of the universe in such a small way, people who can find that transition often find their way to incredible success. I'm here to tell you that I'm one of those people. But for me, it's always been about why. Not just the teaching covered by Sinek and Start With Why, but I turned my why into an acronym. And it helps me remember the important aspects of leading a fulfilled life. I'd like to share that. So if Simon Sinek says start with why, and I turn the word why into an acronym, what's my W? Well, it's a fun one if you do it right, and it's pretty easy. Why not? Now, to be clear, I am not telling any of you that when your friend asks you tonight to get matching graduate face tattoos, you say, why not? That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about small, calculated risks that you've fully thought through, that you've realized there's incredible advantage and upside, and you act. I'll give an example. My why not happened at a party here in Spearfish at the Super Bowl in February of my senior year. We were with some friends, all hanging out, talking about our plans for after graduation. Now, at the time, I didn't have any. I'm a pretty ambitious dude. I'm really busy. I've just finished my second year as president of the United States of America. That'd be awesome. President of the Sigma Tau Gamma, just like that. I'm editor-in-chief of school newspaper. I'm on the student senate. I'm active in KBHU, BHTV. I'm doing up team. I am busy doing basically everything other than thinking about life after college. I got plenty of time for that. That's like 90 days away. So think about that for a second. My entire journey, all that I'm about to share and say, all that I've said already, you're all at worst 90 days behind my path, right now. So we all laugh at how amusing it is that I, of all people, don't have a plan. And one of my buddies points at the TV and says, if you love the NFL so much, why not do that? As he pointed to a suit on a PR person on the sidelines of the Super Bowl. Why not? On Monday morning, I hashed my plan. I swung up to the Career Center in the Union to look up the main switchboard number of my favorite team, the Green Bay Packers. I waited a few days. I heard that, thank you. Waited a few days and made a call. Hi, I'm a college student looking to find out who I would send my resume to if I was interested in an internship. Linda in Green Bay tells me send it to Lee Remmel. Great, thanks, I reply. I wait 3 days and I call Linda again. Hi, can I speak to Lee Remmel, please? Who's calling? Well, Justin Varland, like I belong there. Hold, please. Now it's ringing. And obviously, I've got this magnificent 30-second pitch of the most epic personal profile I've ever done, right? I'm going through my passion for the sport, my hopes and dreams, all the things that I've learned about the team, showing what I'm capable of. This is Lee. The other side of the phone just booms this authoritatively gruff voice of wisdom. Crap. Hi, Lee. I'm Justin Varland. I'm a senior in Spearfish, South Dakota. He starts laughing at me almost immediately. I'm sorry, son, where are you from? When I repeated Spearfish, it dawned on me, and he quickly laughed again, by the way. I realized I had an opportunity. You see, I was creating an impression with a man who was hired by Curly Lambeau, who worked side by side with Vince Lombardi and other Packers for more than 60 years, all because the names Spearfish, Deadwood, and Belle Fourche were really funny to him. Why not? We spent almost an hour on the phone that day, and Lee became one of the most important figures in my life. Could I have just called and asked for the button to hit to submit my application? Of course, but that's not getting a BH grad, a job at the Green Bay Packers. The key to this story is I did something a little crazy, not risky, just bold. I did something that most people probably thought was hard. And the benefits of that call have cascaded throughout my life for more than 20 years. Do you know how many people want to talk to you when you worked public relations for the Green Bay Packers? 100% of corporate recruiters, even the Vikings fans. I'm joking on that one. Viking fans, they can't read both sides of the resume without turning it over. That was for you, Meeker. So it all starts with why, and mine is why not. Then what's H? Hard. Obviously, I'm joking a bit. It's a bit harder with Lee than just reading off the South Dakota Atlas. But when you get in with the Packers, you've got to do what's hard now so you're ready when the opportunity presents itself. Doing what's hard leads to success because most of us are perfectly fine just hitting that easy button and hoping. That works all the time, and it's worked for me. But my story is unique because in that moment, I saw an angle that leveraged my own skills to think differently about the outcome that I wanted, and I took the action to get there. No one is going to be able to show you your path. You have to know your strengths, know the advantages that they present, and then utilize them to that advantage. Each of you already knows how to do what's hard. The work you put in to graduate now places you within the top third of the workforce. Your degree proves you know how to do the work even when it's hard. Even when you're a mass comm major who's got an 8 a.m. biology class but really like midnight trivia at the stadium, it's hard. But you've got to know what to do, and you've all earned those caps. But now, how do you do that to get where you want to go? You can fail at something safe just as easy as it is to fail at something hard. So why not take a shot? I promise your lives are still going to be hard on either path. It's hard to be fit, but it's hard to be fat. It's hard to be broke, but it's also just as hard to be fiscally responsible. You think I don't want to buy every box of macaroons and Thin Mints on every corner that those evil little Girl Scouts are selling right now? I'd be 300 pounds and broke. You got to choose your hard. And hard doesn't mean that it's difficult. It just means you're going to go a little longer. I'm sure you've all heard how we can be anything we want. I'm sorry to break it to you. I wanted to be quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, and it was pretty obvious pretty early that wasn't going to happen. But once I got there, I needed a different path to Lambeau. And once I got there, I learned. A quote they often shared around the practice facilities or in the weight room. They don't put championship rings on smooth hands, fellas. I always love that. They don't put championship rings on smooth hands. It's the work you put in now that prepares your hands for whenever your ring ceremony is coming. It used to make my advisor, Steve Babbitt, just absolutely crazy. But every morning, when we worked on the Today newspaper together, I came by his office. I'd always ask how I could help. Usually, it was nothing. I'd occasionally have something, minuscule task I could complete. But it wasn't about kissing his butt. It wasn't about showing off. It was about showing up, being curious, and knowing there was always more to learn. As time progressed and I kept coming by, the significance of those tasks he gave me grew, proving an invaluable insight for me on the things that happen in between, when folks aren't looking or watching. No shortcuts. I've continued to leverage this as I've progressed in my career, finding the nuanced ways to be noticed for my work, not my voice. I made a series of small decisions, like getting up 15 minutes early so I could go bother Steve, that brought opportunities each better than the first. And that series of small decisions resulted in really, really easy big ones. It requires you to be energetic. It requires you to be engaging. It requires you to believe. Shout out to Ted Lasso. Most of all, though, it requires optimism, which takes us to the last piece of the acronym trilogy, the why in why. Yet, it's so easy and so powerful. Yet, nothing embodies optimism or tenacity better than that word. You can add it to almost anything and immediately impact the outcome to the positive. The Packers haven't hired anybody from Black Hills State, ever, yet. I didn't get an Ivy League degree. I'm not smart enough to get a job at Apple, yet. If that's your goal, put in the work. Do what's hard. Who's in your network? Who's willing to coach you? Because who can you approach with a message that while you know you're not ready yet, you're willing to put in the work and improve every day, even when it's not being watched. Your preschool teacher was wrong. You can't be whatever you want. But they were right in the fact that it's all going to be okay in the end, because if it's not okay, it's not the end. You just haven't figured it out yet. So set achievable goals, work at them, and improve in one small way every single day. By occasionally saying why not and doing what's hard, you'll be amazed at the things you haven't accomplished yet. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those remarks. We're privileged to have Regent Jeff Partridge, who will bring you greetings from the South Dakota Board of Regents.
You signed up, you showed up, and you finished up. And it's about time to get up and receive your diploma. My mother framed her diploma on the wall in our house that I grew up in. And she used to look at that and say, you know what? No one can ever take that away from you. Now, as a little kid, I always kind of wondered, why would someone want a framed piece of paper with weird writing on it? This doesn't make any sense to me, but as I grew up, I learned the power of that diploma and understood what it means to earn it. On behalf of the Board of Regents, you've earned it, and congratulations. And now, by the authority vested to the Board of Regents by the Constitution of South Dakota, I hereby delegate to President Nichols the right to confer the degrees and diplomas with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
Graduates, we are at the moment for which you have been preparing for the last several years. A photographer from the grad team will be taking professional photographs, which will be available for purchase 1 week following the ceremony. The website address is on the inside cover of your commencement program. Family and friends of the graduates, as a courtesy to the students who are graduating, as well as the people sitting around you, please remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony. It is my pleasure to present Dr. Cynthia Anderson, Interim Dean of the College of Business and Natural Sciences.
Graduates, please stand. President Nichols, I have the honor to present to you the class of 2023. On behalf of the faculty, I present them to you as fully qualified to receive their diplomas.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the South Dakota Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you the associate's, bachelor's, and master's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and please be seated.
The first group of students who will be asked to come forward are graduating with master's degrees. They will be hooded as part of today's ceremony. Will the master's degree candidates please rise and come forward?
Holly Lee Dobesh. Master of Science in Curriculum and Instruction. Zachary Wyatt Davis, Master of Science in Integrative Genomics. Kendall O'Hara, Master of Education in Reading Education. Hannah Lakota Ball, Master of Science in Secondary Education. Brianna Irene Barker, Master of Science in Secondary Education. Way to go. Keith Arnold Osowski, Master of Science in Secondary Education. Paige Latia Pomeroy, Master of Science in Secondary Education. Sarah Jane Schaefer, Master of Science in Secondary Education. Shannon Elizabeth Keller, Master of Arts in Teaching in Special Education. Amanda Mary Mahaffey, Master of Arts in Teaching in Special Education. Erin Dawn McPherson, Master of Arts in Teaching in Special Education. Katie Christie, Master in Science and Strategic Leadership. Thomas C. Donovan, Master of Science in Strategic Leadership. Brianne Morgan Henriksen, Master of Science in Strategic Leadership. And father of the previous graduate, John Andrew Henriksen, Jr., Master of Science in Strategic Leadership. Paul Kinch, Master of Science in Strategic Leadership. And Kelly Marie Graham, Master of Science in Sustainability.
The next group of students who will be asked to come forward are graduating from the University Honors Program. They will receive a medallion symbolizing their distinction as honor scholars. Will you please rise and come forward?
Emily Kathleen Bates, Magna Cum Laude, Research Scholar. Ryan William Foy, Summa Cum Laude, Research Scholar. Rachel Ann Marie Gillis, Research Scholar. J.C. M. Haybeck, Summa Cum Laude, Research Scholar. Emma Lynn Seward, Summa Cum Laude, Research Scholar. Will the first row of bachelor degree candidates from the College of Business and Education, Business and Natural Sciences, rise and come forward to receive your diplomas? Gregory Victor Aksanov. Wyatt J. Anderson, Magna Cum Laude. Boston Michael Bartholomew, Magna Cum Laude. Brandon C. Bassett. Acacia D. Burnamont. Jacob Jeffrey Birkland. Caitlin Marie Braun, Magna Cum Laude. Jordan Alexis Brooks. Robert James Cates. Yabsira Burhana Debebe. Winter Edinger. Maggie Jane Erlenbush. Vanessa Michelle Falzerano. George Fields. Brooke Elizabeth Franklin, summa cum laude. TJ Willis Frazier. Georgiana Grace Greff, magna cum laude. Ivor John Hokinson. Elizabeth Darlene Ham. Lexi Elizabeth Hanson Trotter, magna cum laude. Drew Michael Hanson. Jordan Elizabeth Burge. Jared Jean Harrison. Emma Ann Hawley. Cameron Portia Holmes, summa cum laude. Jillian Day Hauk, cum laude. Jace Joshua Paul Hubley. Robert Sean Huckins. Barrett Scott Keith. Megan Brianna King. Thomas Joe King. Danica R. Kocher, summa cum laude. Eric Elizabeth Lappy. Lillian E. LaValle. Haley Brooke Litwin, magna cum laude. John Roland Loudenberg. Tia J. McCaben. Jackson J. Malu, magna cum laude. Michael R. Martinez. Nicole Amanda McCarty, cum laude. Taylor Marie McSherry. Deanna Marie Musso. Isabel G. Noctegal, magna cum laude. Courtney Ellen Nagel, magna cum laude. Clifford Thomas Neal, cum laude. Jocelyn Nicole Olson, cum laude. Olivia Brooke Overvold, magna cum laude. Hannah Lynn Perry. Anna Faye Puratek. Taylor Alexis Paulhamus. Dakota Ryan Ann Province. Cameron Patrick Ryman, summa cum laude. Madison Elise Reister, cum laude. Hayden Ray Rhodes, magna cum laude. Clark Joseph Seiling, cum laude. Michaela Emily Schanzenbach, cum laude. Haley Arlene Scruggs. Sawyer Stacy Senska. Althea Page Swan. Mackenzie K. Thompson, summa cum laude. Micaiah Matthew Utecht, summa cum laude. Nicole Susan Van Wyk. Joshua Daniel Waldner, cum laude.
At this time, I would like to present Dr. Betsy Silva, Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences.
Will the first row of bachelor degree candidates from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas. Taryn Dawn Aberly, cum laude. Ashley Antonucci. Cassidy Mae Bailey, magna cum laude. Edward Charlie Baumgartner, cum laude. Frank Casoze Becker. Beulah Rose Blackcloud. Kaylee Danae Blakeman, magna cum laude. Emily Bleicher, magna cum laude. Keenan Jarrell Brown. Alexa Buckley. Mina Buckley, cum laude. Annika Grace Carlson. Cordell M. Schmella. Lorraine Rosetta Pearl Coronado, cum laude. Leanne Marie DeRucci. Kate J. DeVelder, summa cum laude. Kenny Naya Easton. Carissa L. Ellis, summa cum laude. Oh, you didn't know it'd be me. Daisha Marie Erskine, Summa Cum Laude. Story N. Evans. Ember Jade Fluck, Magna Cum Laude. Summer Lynn Fox, Magna Cum Laude. Paige Lee Frost, Magna Cum Laude. Patricia Jo Gable, Cum Laude. Kendall Jewel Garza, Summa Cum Laude. Isabel Marie Grismer, Cum Laude. Gianna Catherine Haley, Cum Laude. Kimberly K. Hansen. Bryce Daniel Harkless. Pepe Paul Headley Jr. Emily Ray Hill, Cum Laude. Hannah Nicole Hershey, Summa Cum Laude. Shelby Nicole Hopkins. Caitlin Annabelle Hoppy, Magna Cum Laude. Jamie Ray Ellen Johnson. Michaela Renee Johnson, Cum Laude. Nicole Deline Johnson, Cum Laude. Shelby Deanne Call, Cum Laude. Jacqueline K. Kennedy, Magna Cum Laude. Nicolette Jeanette Kennedy. Abigail Marie King. Lydia Selma Klein. Paxton Norris Klug, Summa Cum Laude. Kathleen J. Kuzmic. Caitlin A. Kyer. Sarah Christine Larcher, Summa Cum Laude. Kaylee K. Lean, Summa Cum Laude. Grace Leitenberg, Cum Laude. Miranda May Manzella, Cum Laude. Jessica Megan Mardian, Cum Laude. Jacqueline Eva McKnight, Cum Laude. Kyle Christopher Douglas McSherry. Kimberly Beth Merrill. Avery Rose Middleton. Sorry. Trinity Morrison. Lonnie Nicole Myers, magna cum laude. Christine Lynn Newkirk. Michael Scott Norris, cum laude. Jade Ashton O'Daniel. Carly Alyssa Oldfield, magna cum laude. Jaden Marie Olson, summa cum laude. Courtney P. Parker, cum laude. Matthew Ryan Parker, magna cum laude. Dakota Lee Parks. Kylie Ray Patrick. Sophia Lene P., magna cum laude. Kayla Sandra Peplinski, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Price, cum laude. Tammy Ray Ragsdale, cum laude. Laisha A. Ramirez. Taylor Ryer. Alyssa Marie Reed, magna cum laude. Carly Ann Roberts. Samantha Josephine Rogers. Jackson Harris Sharts, magna cum laude. Lauren Adrian Sievold. Amanda Paige Shirley. Hunter James Stevens. Christopher Swan. Kira Shea Thompson. Mariah Kelsey Thompson. Genevieve Hope Thompson. Hartley Brianne Thorington, summa cum laude. Selena Ray Tobacco. Reese Hayden Ulrich. Magna Cum Laude. Ashton Madeline Walker. Melissa Amber Zabel, Magna Cum Laude. David W. Zocker.
At this time, I would like to present Dr. Amy Fuqua, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts.
Will the first row of bachelor's degree candidates for the College of Liberal Arts please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas? Marissa Jean Danforth. Samantha Jane Allen, Magna Cum Laude. Caleb Michael Ambrose. Tori Jalen Anson. Cecilia Arbo Sosa. Michael George Bellomini, cum laude. Corinne Lee Bertolat. Noah Keith Bordewick. Morgan L. Bauer, cum laude. Chamberlain Renee Bridge, magna cum laude. Jaden K. Bacow. Amber Joy Doubleday. Megan Elise Ingesser, summa cum laude. Cassidy Ray Frericks, magna cum laude. Jason T. Gentrup. Julianne Rose Graham, summa cum laude. Kyler Benjamin Hegel. Bailey Delaney Hubbard. Margaret Hughes. Sierra Ann Huntley, summa cum laude. Brandon Ryan Janice. Hayden Camelot Kalida. Kelly James Kasulis, cum laude. Christian Jared Knutson. Ashton Joseph Legursky. Nicole Ann Leitz, magna cum laude. Hope C. Lund. Kathan Charles Martell. Jacob G. Matheson. Maddie J. Moody, summa cum laude. Kylie Patton Myers, cum laude. Lara Jewel Nobraid. Marissa Jade Nowicki. Michael Joel Ortiz, magna cum laude. Curtis Grant Peterson. Tia E. Pierce, magna cum laude. Alyssa Ryan Roberson, summa cum laude. Caleb Glenn Robertson. Tanner Rayborn Ruth. Daniel H. Schilling. Jackson Edward Schoolmeester, cum laude. Kinsey Renee Selby. Jared Orion Smith. Renee Ashley Stevens, cum laude. Kenneth Iris Stocking. Kelsey Elizabeth Sunberg, summa cum laude. Kayla Sutton. Julie Lorraine Teasley, summa cum laude. Katie B. Tiemann, cum laude. Annalena Ivana Arquitas, magna cum laude. Wendell Van Cleve. Hannah Elizabeth Van Pelt, summa cum laude. Melinda K. Weidenbach, summa cum laude. Robin Marlowe Zimmer.
Will the candidates for the associate's degree please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Adriana R. Burgess. Tristan McKenzie Bybee. Quentin Cadott Gray. Cameron B. Cummings. Avery S. Collison. Paisley Ann Dooley. Britton Alexander Elkin. Michelle Gray. Deborah M. Hardrick with honor. Aiden Pay. Hannah Marie Pickelsheimer with highest honor. Courtney Lee Ring. Maria Elaine Rock. Haley Steskel. Zeta Alexandria Williams.
Okay, now I think we need a huge round of applause to our graduates. Academic traditions, such as the symbolism of the tassel, are steeped in history. Moving the tassel to the left after graduating is symbolic of moving from college to another stage in your life. It is my privilege to ask you to move your tassel now from right to left. Congratulations. Here to bring you greetings from the Alumni Association is Mr. Steve Meeker, Vice President for University Advancement.
Thank you, President Nichols. On behalf of the BHSU Alumni Association, I offer my congratulations to the class of 2023. I would also like to congratulate Joe Floyd on receiving his honorary doctorate. Joe is one of the smartest, most generous people that I've ever known in my life, and he's very deserving of that honor. Justin Varlin, thank you for your great message to the graduates. Despite your Minnesota Vikings smack talk, you truly are an inspiration to our graduates, and we're very proud of you. Class of 1973, are you kidding me? 50 years? It's great that you're all back and joining us today. We appreciate that very much. Okay, moms and dads, make some noise if your son or daughter graduated today. And I want to congratulate you, moms and dads, for having your kid move back into your home after the happiest 4 years of your life. I'm just kidding. Trust me, graduates, the last thing mom and dad want is driving home. They look in their rearview mirror and you're right behind them. Graduates, you need to know that you'll never have more energy, more enthusiasm, hair, or brain cells than you have today. It only goes downhill from here. To those of you that are graduating this morning with highest honors, awards, and distinctions, well done. For those of you that were C students, hang on to your diploma when you leave the arena just in case the university decides to take it back. Okay, now that I have your attention, welcome to the Alumni Association. Your parents and grandparents are so happy for you. Your brothers and sisters, on the other hand, as well as some of your professors, they're shocked that you made it. Class of 23, the Alumni Association invites you to create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you truly will become what you believe. Justin Varlin talked about this. Work hard and you'll achieve the success that you'll get with your BHSU degree. We ask that you stay connected with us. Be engaged as an alum. You'll have opportunities to volunteer, attend networking events, and see how you can support the university's mission. Come back to visit us like you see the class of 73 doing, or Justin Varlin as our speaker today. You're about to do great things in your career and your life. If you really want a leg up on competition, never forget there's no substitute for hard work. Absolutely nothing is beneath you. This has been forgotten in today's world, and trust me, if you get out there and get after it, you'll elevate in a hurry. Do your job well and go well above and beyond. It will pay off. Remember, BH will always be with you wherever you are. Please know the alumni community is here for you, and you're not doing this on your own. So get out there and represent BHSU well. In closing, I just have two more things. Remember to always be kind. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever embarrass Mama. If Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. And if Daddy ain't happy, nobody cares. And the last thing, and I will pay dearly for this later today, but my bride of 39 years put this celebration on for all of you to enjoy today. She's sitting behind me to the left here. It's her birthday today, so on a count to three, we're going to say happy birthday, April. 1, 2, 3. I love you people. Thank you. I offer the graduates my personal congratulations, my respect and best wishes. Go Yellow Jackets.
I have to be careful not to let him come to the podium too often. We will conclude today's ceremony with the singing of our alma mater. The recessional will follow immediately after. Please remain in the bleachers until graduates and faculty have exited. Would you all please stand and join us in the singing of our alma mater? It is printed on the back of your program.
We honor you, BHSU, our alma
Congratulations again, graduates. Congratulations, families. Enjoy the rest of your day together. Graduates, faculty, and platform party, we will begin the recessional.